Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some Retro Cup battles using Shadow Haunter as well as Shadow Rhydon and Heliolisk. Let's have a little fun here. The highlight is going to be Shadow Haunter. This thing is just putting in the work always. We're going to be going with double ghost moves. I guess you can say triple because we do have Shadow Claw. That's a standard that you're going to want to use on it. It does have Sludge Bomb as well as Ice Punch that you can go with. Probably want to go with one of those, but we're going to go with Double Ghost as it's still going to be hitting normal types pretty hard because this thing is just ridiculous when it comes to attack, but cannot take a hit, that is for sure. As far as the Shadow Rhydon, I had a lot of fun with it, so I figured we're going to go ahead and use it again. It didn't really let me down too much. We know the consequences of the weaknesses that it does have, and when it comes down to that, you know, you have to look out for it. It's just the way it is. But with that new energy generation with Mud Slap, it's actually putting in the work as well as getting so much damage put out there with the Mud Slap and Stab and Shadow. It's a really good typing here, and plus I'm a big Rhydon fan. And Heliolisk, oh well, this thing is just amazing. It's an interesting typing, normal and electric. But with that said, let's see what we have. Weak to fighting in the back, so let's see how that does work out here. All right, we do have a Dragalge swapping into the Heliolisk. Going to go ahead and, of course, go for the... Well, was going to go for the Breaking Swipe, but they swapped into, what was that? Something weak to ground. Skeleturge. Can we farm them down? Fantastic. And we have a lot of energy here. They're bringing back the Skeleturge or the Dragalge, and we're going to go ahead and go for the Breaking Swipe. Unfortunately, not getting the attack drop as it is not going to be guaranteed anymore. So the Rhydon is going to be slapping the hell out of it with the Mud Slap. So we're going to go ahead and bring that in here. They're not going to be able to get to 2 as we're just going to be able to take them out there. And they have a Dragonite in the back. Now, we don't need to go for Stone Edge. We're just simply going to go for the Breaking Swipe, and it essentially one-shots. We swap into the Haunter and snipe them there with the Shadow Claw. Next game, leading with Haunter the entire time, met with a Altaria. This is not particularly great, really. Okay, we can't really hang out here and try to catch a flying move, Sky Attack, because they're going to do too much damage. So we're going to go ahead and swap into the Heliolisk as that's not going to be very effective. The Volt Switch is still doing a decent amount, and then of course the Breaking Swipe is super effective. They're going to be shielding it up using the first shield. We get to the next Breaking Swipe. Do they want to double shield this Altaria? They're letting it go, thank goodness, and we're up a shield here, and our Haunter is in the yellow. Depending upon what we go up against, we can pretty much do some pretty good work. Now, we are able to get to the Breaking Swipe as we do resist the quick move on the Golbat. That's amazing. Getting the last shield and bringing in the Haunter here. I figure they're going to be going for Poison Fang. We're going to shield it up anyways. I was like, it's all right. And they swap. They do have a Toxapex in the back. We have to remember that the Haunter does have energy. Oh, man. Gotta drink some water. And look at the damage we're doing to the poison over there. Wow. I wanted to go Stone Edge, but I felt like it was going to be too much. And we need energy here. Beautiful. We need to have a Stone Edge ready to take out this Golbat. Rhydon, Shadow, putting in the work. Let's go. You know, I love these Kanto Pokemon, especially in their shadow forms. Let's keep it going here. What are we going to see? Toxapex. Now, this is not particularly bad at all, as we do resist the Poison Jab here massively with the Poison and the Ghost typing. Going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, which is going to essentially one-shot this Toxapex. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Swapping into the Heliolisk to absorb the Brine that they're going to be throwing here. So we do not have to use a shield. They're bringing in Trevenant, and this is fine. You know, they do resist electric and ground, but we're just going to keep going. Breaking Swipe, no attack drop, unfortunately, so this is going to pretty much KO. Heliolisk can't really take a hit. Down it goes. That's okay. Bringing in our Haunter here, and they do have a, what was that, a Lowland Golem or Graveler? Graveler, okay. Well, oh boy, look at the Mud Slap. 1, 2, 3, and they're out of here. And since they are down a shield and pretty much energy dry on that, Trevenant, we were going to take the win there. Sweet. Moving it on, we're going to be met with a Artabax here. This is not, that Dragon Breath's doing a lot of damage. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Punch and then swap into the Rhydon, I do believe. Oh, we're just going to go down with the ship. Makes sense. Okay, they've used a shield, so we're going to go ahead and match them for that. We'll come out of this with energy, be able to farm them down here as Mud Slap is just doing so much damage. They're bringing in a Whiscash, so this is not particularly great because we do have a Heliolisk in the back, which is also going to be weak to ground. So not only are we weak to fighting in the back, but we're also weak to ground. Great. But we're doing a lot of damage before we do go down here. And the Heliolisk is still going to be doing a decent amount of damage with the quick move, which should enable us to farm them down here. We got that one in before they threw this, so we just need like one more, two more, we're good. And we have a ton of energy. And we're going to go ahead and get their shield. That's an Alolan Raichu. Breaking Swipe, and we drop their attack, and we're going to be able to get to the ground charge move here. This is going to be good. It's going to one-shot them, and we're taking the win in a situation that wasn't looking too great, but we pulled that one around. Next game, we're going to be met with Cresselia. This is a good lead unless they have confusion, but they're going to be retreating into an Regirock, so we're going to bring in our Rhydon to do that extreme mud slap damage here while gaining a ton of energy. As much as I wanted to farm them down, I think we could have maybe done it, but we're just going to go ahead and throw the Breaking Swipe just to play it safe here. And when they do bring in that Cresselia, we're going to be able to get to the Stone Edge, which is going to be bringing them down into the low yellow, I do believe. It's doing a lot of damage over here. You're getting stabbed with that, plus it is a hard-hitting move. Not quite the low yellow. Oh yeah, I mean, they're into the red now. We're looking great. We're obviously going to be bringing in our Haunter and farming them down here. And we will be able to, or they're going to immediately swap. They do have a Suicune in the back. We did just showcase this recently, although we were not using Ice Punch. We were going with Snarl, or should I say Thunder Fang. Or Ice Fang. Jeez, I'm just looking at the Heliolisk thinking about that. All right, so we're going to be getting their shields here. Great. Getting to the next Breaking Swipe, and I think we actually might be able to take the win with this thing here because it is so spammy, and Psycho Cut's just not cutting it. Okay, pun intended. And we take the win. I wanted Haunter to finish that off, but we're not going to lose intentionally with that, so we can bring in the Haunter. Next game, met with a Toxapex. This is, oh yeah, this is a good one. Do believe we go for a Shadow Ball. They actually shield this up, knowing to not sleep on this thing. Yeah, they knew better. So we're going to go ahead and swap into the Heliolisk, as we also do have the Rhydon that can handle this thing pretty well, although we do not want to get hit with the Brine, as it's going to be massively effective. Going to go straight for the super effective Bulldoze here, but they're using both of their shields while we haven't used one yet, bringing in the double to farm us down with the super effective double kick here, and getting a decent amount of farm there. Now, I do believe we're going to be bringing in the Haunter and just kind of calling their bluffs as they do go. Do we call this? I think this might be the game. All right, letting it, yep, Body Slam. All right, so massive resistance to the double kick, and then, well, Body Slam is also resisted. We're shielding this up because we're Shadow and Haunter, and although we resist it, it's still doing a decent amount. Just like the Shadow Ball's resisted to normal, technically it shouldn't even be able to hit normal types, vice versa. But it still did a decent amount, as you've seen there. They are shieldless, bringing in the Rhydon to farm them down to start building up that energy here. Bringing in the Toxapex, and we're able to farm them down pretty much. They've got like 1 HP. They swapped. We're going to go for Stone Edge. What was that? Abomasnow. Oh, yeah. And then we quick move them down with the Shadow Rhydon, baby. Let's go. Next game, we're going to be met with a Talonflame. Now, the quick move damage is going to be pretty damn intense. I do believe they're just going to farm us down. There is really no need to throw a charge move. It is going to cost them a shield, though, but they're going to come out of this with a lot of energy. So we do have the Heliolisk. We have the Rhydon. Rhydon's going to resist everything, but I just bring this in. I don't know if I should have bring in the Rhydon. I was just thinking, you know, Brave Bird's still going to do a lot. All right, we're Shadow in the Great League. So we're going to take them down. We do have 2 shields, and they're bringing in a Gligar here. Things are getting a little interesting as the Rhydon doesn't have a water move. So on it. It can learn Surf, though. That's amazing. I love how they gave it a decent amount of moves here for coverage as well, because it needs some love. You already know. It's Rhydon. It's the original design. All right, so we're getting to another Breaking Swipe here, really holding our ground. I already knew they're going for an Aerial Ace. I just had to stay alive. They swapped into a Hisuian Electrode. What's going on here? Getting to the Breaking Swipe on the Rhydon. There's no Stone Edge here. We're not going for any of that. They let it go surprisingly, thinking that they're going to be able to take on this Rhydon here. Now, they're probably going to bait me. Yeah, and then go for the Bulldoze, which is super effective. This is getting pretty close here, but I think we're going to be able to pull it off. They let it go, probably because they knew it was a wrap, but okay, sounds good. Next game. All right, now this is actually going to destroy my whole team, and better be careful. So they're going to be swapping into a Toxapex. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Rhydon here, as it's probably going to have the worst matchup up against that Water Toad, all right? And we are using a shield. Do they want a shield? That is the question. Please tell me you do. Unfortunately, they don't. We're going to be able to farm them down here, and something weird happens. I don't know why they don't throw. I'm sure they were at a charge move. I'm pretty sure they'd gotten a couple of quick moves already, and then already won. And so they're at 2 or 3, 4, 5 with the bubble. Definitely at a charge move, and then they let this go. Pretty interesting. And then check this out. we take them out. Maybe they just weren't expecting to get farmed down so quick. Who knows? But thank goodness they didn't throw, because now we're looking pretty good here. Going to go for the Shadow Punch. They let it go. Still holding on to that last damn shield. Jeez. Now we go for another one. They let it go. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to play this game. I swap into my Heliolisk. I'm thinking, okay, I'll not use my last shield too. Okay, we could play that. And I farm that down. We take the win. Let's keep it going. All right, we have Double coming back for some revenge. Want some more action here, but unfortunately, yeah, we're still stuck with all ghost moves. So we're going to go for that Shadow Ball. Let's see what we get here. All right, I mean, look at that. We're already bringing them below yellow, but they do have a ton of energy. We're going to bait them here. Now, I do have another Haunter made that does have Shadow Punch and like Sludge Bomb, but I'm using this one here. Going for a Body Slam, calling it. I think this is another one where I keep calling it here. Oh, nope. Didn't call that one now, did I? I bring it right on, and we're going to go ahead and let this charge move go, calling the Body Slam. That's not going to be very effective because of the rock typing, but still bringing us below half health and almost into the red here. Venusaur, wow, that's going to destroy us quickly, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Breaking Swipe, and we get the attack drop, bringing in Heliolisk to handle the situation. Still not very effective, but the charge moves will be doing something. Another Breaking Swipe. And we have 2 shields. I'm absolutely going to shield this Venusaur up, even though we lowered their attack by 2 stages. And they do have a Talonflame in the back. So what's going to happen here is we're going to hit him once with this, shield up, farm down, and then we should have a break. Not should. We'll have a Breaking Swipe ready to go, and we'll be able to take out that Venusaur here. Actually, I think it might take 2 of these to take out the Venusaur, if I recall. Yep, we need to get to 1 more, thank goodness, and we're able to get there. Man, this little thing puts in the work. Seriously, I like it a lot. It's a fun Pokemon to use. Next game, Skeleturge. Okay, well, their Incinerate has a lot of damage going on there, but they don't want any of that. They're retreating into their Greedent, and I make a slow swap. Cannot compute. I was trying to think of what I should do in this situation here, and it is going to be bringing in this guy. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have. Going to go for the Breaking Swipe, of course. There's really no need to go for the Bulldoze unless it is going to be super effective or just enough to take them out more than Breaking Swipe, and you weren't going to be able to get to another charge move or another quick move or something like that. And they're farming me down at this point after they did hit me with that charge move. Bringing in Haunter and immediately going for the Shadow Punch, which was kind of stupid. I should have went for Shadow Ball, but they shielded up. Let's freaking go. Let's go, baby. And we're going to let this go. It is a Troll Blaze, unfortunately KOing. And we were going to kind of timing all this. Since they do have no more shields left, I figured they'll bring in the Skeleturge or whatever, and we're going to farm them down. We are shieldless as well, but the Greedent, I don't think is going to be able to get to a charge move here. Oh my gosh, please. If this is Troll Blaze, it's over, right? Body Slam. And we farm them down. What is in the back? Show me something. Oh, yeah. That is going to be a Charger Bug. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and one-shot them. And with Stone Edge, super effective. Shadow damage plus stab. Next game, we're going to be met with a Cradily, resisting the grass. And, well, the rock is essentially going to one-shot us pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and shield that up here. Let's see. I think I may be getting 2 shields out of this thing here, if I recall. I think. All right, so getting 1 shield and going for the next one. I'm pretty sure they double shield. They double shield. Sounds good to me. Now, we could have shielded this up ourselves. Went for another Shadow Punch and taking them out, but they're going to be retreating into a Quagsire. We're going to go ahead and stay here and throw Shadow Ball. Check this out. You want to see a one-shot nuke? Goodbye, Gangster Quagsire. In comes the Cradily, still going to go ahead and take them out with a Shadow Punch. Haunter sweeping up this team here. What you got in the back is Skeleturge. Well, we're not going to survive that, so we're going to go ahead and just swap into our Rhydon, and they are going to back out. We're going to take that win there, and we're looking good. What is this going to be, a 4-1? All right, sounds good. There you have it, folks. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!